Hey Feminine, let's go ahead and jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. All right. Let us see. Let us see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages? Thank you. All right, we have maturity. That jumped out last time, and here it is again. All right, so this card is following you right now, feminine. Maturity, maturity. Okay. Ascending, leveling up. Staying fully tapped into your life purpose. Okay. Everything you do is from the heart space. You give from love. Okay, notice I said from love, not for love. Okay, so not out here doing things to get things. You're giving simply to give. Okay, because you have it to give, because you appreciate helping others, something along those lines. Okay, you look at a situation from a mature point of view. Okay, from a higher ground is what I'm hearing. All right, the rainbow reviver. Yeah, it's like you're happy. Okay, you're very happy. You're joyful. You're spreading joy too, wherever you go. Okay, it's like you're on an up and you can't come down. All right, it's not to say you don't go through anything. Life doesn't happen. Life happens, but you deal with it. All right, again, I feel like you stay fully tapped into source, fully tapped into your life purpose, and you're just walking this path here. It's a very beautiful thing. Okay, beautiful sight to see. All right, people are always wondering and questioning, am I doing right? Am I walking the right path? Is this what Spirit wants me to be doing? Well, yes. And a lot of other things are about to come into fruition as well. You have manifestation. Okay. Beautiful energy. A lot of love everywhere around you. Okay. A lot of love, divine protection. All right. This energy of enlightenment. Okay. Of healing. Again, spreading joy, just being in a joyful place and spreading that joy. I feel like people who are around you or people who you meet that you cross paths with, they tend to feel like if they're having a down moment or if they're having a bad day, they just come to you. They turn to you. All right. You're a source of happiness. Okay. That's what it feels like. You're a source of replenishment. Okay. But not in a way where it's not being given back, because we have two sunflowers. So for example, sunflowers get their energy and everything from the sun directly, right? Like these are plants that must be in the sun. Okay. However, in the event it's a cloudy day, because that happens, again, life happens, right? They just turn to each other. So it's something here about that. All right. And we can be talking about a specific energy here because we have the two doves with the heart in the middle. Okay, this could be referring to your twin or a soulmate, a spiritual or soulful connection. Okay, and then the underlining is spiritual maturity. And we had that the other day as well. So this is the energy here. All right, and we see the minor shifts, but the things that are shifting are not negative things, right? Or the shifts that are taking place aren't negative. There might be some things that you didn't see as the greatest shifting, right, for the better, and that's good. But the shifts that are happening are not negative. Okay, it's not a negative occurrence. So let us see. Dun dun dun. All right. The way that you are handling a situation is doing it for somebody. Okay, it is doing it for them. You're not being rowdy. Oh, it's a card in here from another deck. That's an omen. What are you? It's two of them. Ego and blessings. Okay. You're not someone that hides behind your ego. You may be someone that has a healthy ego, but you don't hide behind it. Again, you out here spreading love, giving love to others. Very mature in the sense of physically mature. Okay. In this realm. And also spiritually. Okay. Again, you stay connected to the right source. And you move accordingly, okay? That's what I see here. If it's not from Spirit, you're not focused on it, you don't want it. Okay, as far as romance or romantic partners and interests. Okay. Something about your hair. Your hair is beautiful, okay? You might be someone that likes to switch your hair up, change your hair up, okay? I see something like that here. We have the, like a bun here, okay? Then she got her a nice little, okay, curl set here. And here she done cut it a little bit, put some bows up in it, okay? And then over here it's a lot longer, as if you've let it grow out or something, okay? Or, again, you could be somebody that likes to switch it up. 1 minute it's long, next minute it's short, okay? You may like to express yourself through your appearance, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So Wheel of Fortune being destiny, purpose, fate, things that are meant to happen, things that are meant to take place, okay? People you're meant to meet, things like that, okay? Ooh, all right, 3 of them falling out. We have the Ace of Cups coming out with the 7 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. Dun, dun, dun. Anytime I see the 7 of Swords, it's like, what is this? All right, the 7 of Swords. Somebody could have moved in a way that they are regretful of, and they don't know how to fix it. But instead of you reacting a certain way, you're still joyful. You're still maintaining whatever it is that you need to maintain, and then some. You know, I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you may carry a lot on your shoulders, or, you know, you just may have a lot of responsibility, but you handle it with grace. You just get it done. That's it. Okay? It's like you don't let anything take your joy. Okay? Spirit gave you your joy back, and you just stay in that energy. And again, you're focused on keeping your chakras in alignment. Emphasis on the roots, solar, and the hearts. Okay? Also something about sacral, possibly. Sensual energies coming up. I feel that. 7 of Swords. Someone may be trying to get some of this energy from you. It may be something that you're thinking. You put a lot of work in on yourself, and Spirit did a lot of work on you. Okay, yeah, we got the Death card, rebirth, transformation. Very grounded. This girl has no shoes on here. Very grounded. She's outside doing her work. She has some spiritual work going on, and it looks like some practical work, okay, like her everyday job or something. She could be studying, researching. She has some books here. Looks like she is mixing some herbs. Got some crystals or something. Did I mention the plant? Could also be something here about phases of the moon. All right, 8 of Pentacles in this particular deck is associated with that, right? The phases of the moon. There are 8 of them. So the number 8 is significant in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I also saw the moon earlier. Someone could have been trying to work their magic, so to speak, because this person does love you. They do care about you. That's nice. That's great and everything. But this 7 of Swords wouldn't be here for no reason, right? So we're not just going to skip over that. We got to see what that's about. We have the Page of Wands. Okay, this is a message or some sort of information coming in and being received here. Okay, we have the 9 of Cups. Okay, now we did mention earlier that because of you being the type of person you are, you spread this energy out, you just give it, that people, if they're having a bad day, bad moment, whatever, they know they can come to you and they'll feel better. But not in a way where it's not being given back. But still, the 7 of Swords is like, what is this about? You know? Ace of Cups is love and joy. A new love offer. Okay? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. The two of you have some sort of emotions for each other, obviously. 9 of Cups, heart's desires, wish fulfillment. So what would be their wish fulfilled is if you would respond to something. Because again, Page of Wands is a message. So because you're not responding, or because perhaps you're not giving them a certain attention that they want, Seven of Swords comes into play. Okay, something along those lines. All right, Queen of Cups. Trust your intuition, though, but you know exactly what it is. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, see, Five of Pentacles is blocking something out. So there's a reason you blocked it out, okay? There's a reason. You have no problem people coming and getting energy from you, so as long as, again, it's replenished. Reciprocity. Nine of Wands, boundaries. So it's like you had to put some sort of boundary up with this person, and you had to stick to it. Yeah, see, because it's something about your energy. Okay. What I'm getting here, yep, is that someone could have been trying to gain access to your like golden energy, but through sensual, sexual ways. And that's not working, because the energy is something about it that is more so solar than, like, it comes from source, right? Which is the solar plexus chakra, solar energy, okay? Comes directly from source. So trying to take something that they feel like maybe you created, like you're creative, but this is not the energy that you created. Like, you did not give yourself this joy. You did not give yourself these gifts. You did not give yourself this life. You know, Spirit blessed you with that. So if somebody was trying to tamper with that, thinking they could take it from you, it's not taking it from you, because it's not yours. You know, it's something like that. Like, Spirit gave it to you to borrow, but it's not yours per se. You know what I mean? Like, if you're someone who has a really close relationship with Source, you know exactly what I mean. Okay? So it's not them attacking you. They're attacking Source. So how do you think that's going to go? I don't know. But not good. Not good at all. I tell you that. Okay? That's what I'm getting. What goes around comes around. So in the event that they just feel like something isn't working, it could be that. You know, it's not working because you didn't go about it the right way. Now, do they care about you? Do they have these feelings? And do you care about them? Yes. But this is one of those things where you're putting your intellect over your emotions. So again, maturity. Because you can get emotional and be like, oh, but I care about them. Oh, but I love them. Oh, but they love me. However, Seven of Swords. So it's like, Queen of Swords is not about to dismiss that. And we just saw the Queen of Swords, you know. So it's like you're putting that logic as the first and foremost. Okay. Again, someone is highly impressed by you, but I don't think you're impressed with this person right now. Okay. So it's like, again, you have an ego. It's a healthy ego. Very much so. Okay. It's there. You have Temperance, divine intervention, divine protection. Okay. Five of Swords. Somebody feels like they sabotaged it. They messed up. Okay. It's almost like you didn't necessarily sabotage or mess up. It's more like got caught. That's the energy that it feels like, you know? Like, if your intentions were Seven of Swords and somebody just so happened to peep game, so they fell back, that's not a, oh, I messed up, forgive me. That's a, oh, dang, you caught me. It's a different energy. You know what I mean? So the Moon, again, something being hidden or secret, but eventually coming to the light or being revealed by Source, of course. Ace of Pentacles, an engagement ring. So it's like they are coming out with all the tricks is what I'm getting. Like, if one thing doesn't work, okay, pretty much look at how this person is tossing his wand. It's like, if one thing doesn't work, I'm going to try this. You know, like, look here, ta-da, you know, look here, ta-da, maybe this will work. But it's not, because you're so grounded in your purpose and whatever it is that you're doing. And then again, back to these rainbows. The rainbow was emphasized the other day. We're not talking about in terms of, you know, any flags or anything like that, because sometimes people feel offended even though they shouldn't. You know, I feel like if you're offended by something like that, you got something else going on that you need to work on. The rainbow is the rainbow, okay? And people are who they are, okay? And that don't have nothing to do with you. But the rainbow was mentioned the other day, and now here it is again. So the rainbow is all about the promises that Spirit made to us, right? Those things. All right. So it's the promises that Spirit made to us, right? So we know that all will be well, right? That's pretty much what you're experiencing. It's like, again, things will happen, right? But it's not stopping you from being joyful and living your purpose and maintaining your balance and, you know what I'm saying? Keeping your composure. This person is not used to that. Okay, somebody 7 of swords, they used to people acting a fool. What they call it now? Crashing out. They used to people crashing out. You're like, child, please. You know, especially if you feel like somebody is intentionally trying to get a certain energy out of you, certain reaction out of you. You're not going to get that to them. All right, but again, there is this love there. There is this interest there. But I feel like you just put your common sense and your logic over how it is that you feel. The person comes with conflict, or if there's all this chaos and, you know, you just feel like something is not 1000% truthful or honest about it all, then that ain't it, you know. So we have the Page of Pentacles for the Page of Wands. It's really interesting. It's like, okay, the person just keeps on messaging with the purpose, so they say, of having a new beginning, right? But 7 of Swords is like hidden intentions. The moon confirms that. Okay. 9 of Cups, heart desires, wish fulfillment would be if you respond, because they need that energy. They need access to that energy. But you don't feel like you're getting anything back from them. That could be the problem. So with the 7 of Swords, it's not like, oh, I'm in this to hurt you or anything like that. But it does hurt you because you're not getting from it what you feel like you could or should or something. Something about reciprocity. So again, we started off with the Wheel of Fortune. What goes around comes around. Fate. Okay. Destinies. Things like that. Now we have the Justice card. Okay. Karma. Consequences. Cause and effect. Okay. Once again, what you put out there will come back. Okay. 4 of Swords. So you're healing. You're resting. You're meditating. You're doing things to keep your energy in alignment. As you should. Okay. King of Wands is action. Could also be fire sign energy. Doesn't have to be though. But action. Okay. Taking action towards this person who just disappeared and decided to stay to themselves in this little bubble. As I mentioned the other day, but probably didn't say today, in this card, that's what it looks like. Like the person is in a little bubble. That light around them. Okay. That light around them. You're protected by source. You're protected by spirit. If a person doesn't have the right energy, they can't come near you. They can't come close. So, hence the 4 of Swords, where you're resting easy and chilling, because what do you have to stress about? Spirit's got this, okay? Person doesn't want this to be over. They want you to see them in a new light. It's hard to see them in a new light when it's like they already showed you something else, okay? But let us see, because 3 of Cups is reunion. 4 of Wands is twin flame union. This is what someone is wanting here, but they don't come with the right energy, okay? You knowing this may be why you keep your distance. All right. Now with the spiritual maturity, 2 people are ascending and leveling up together. Okay. We have divine feminine right underneath that, the divine feminine. All right. But some of you may feel like if you walk down a path with this person, you may, you know, feel a little distorted or disturbed or disrupted, or something about it is just off. Okay. So this is the message, y'all. It took a turn, but it is what it is. We have the 10 of Swords. Yeah, see, 10 of Swords ain't it? 4 of Pentacles. It's like you're holding back. You just don't feel like, again, 5 of Cups is the past. So based on something this person showed you already, you just feel like it would be in your best interest to stay grounded where you are, doing what you're doing, how you're doing it. Okay. Now, King of Swords. I feel like if they were to put their emotions to the side, they would see that what you're doing makes sense. They will understand why you're doing it. You standing your ground makes sense. You putting the boundary up makes sense. Because 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords, the energy they came with. Devil, the moon. Okay. You say you're only investing yourself into situations that will reciprocate. Again, if it's a cloudy day, I need to be able to turn to this other sunflower and be cool. You know? If that ain't the case here, that ain't it for you. So 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is home. It's almost like the person is outside wanting to come in, feeling like you're their home, but you don't feel like that. There's space, there's distance. Okay, the Ace of Wands is like a spark. So in some way, shape, form, or fashion, it's like the spark could have, You know, but that's the thing about sparks, okay? You could just that thing out. Okay? It depends on the person, it depends on the situation. You can't possibly say you expect the spark to remain if the way you were treating the situation or your divine feminine is 7 of swords, 10 of swords, devil, moon. Like, come on, it doesn't make no sense. That's why I keep saying it like that. Because it's like, I guess it makes sense in this person's mind. You know, come in with the wrong energy, treat somebody sideways, do them however which way you do them, and just expect everything is going to be A-okay, hunty. No problems, no discrepancies, no nothing. Okay, feminine ain't going nowhere. They love me, you know. What? Like that kind of thing. Like this is just something you're supposed to accept or deal with or something like that. Okay? And I just don't see that. So again, your level of maturity has this person like, yeah, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep trying. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the right thing to do here. All right? 5 of Pentacles is the energy of feeling left out in the cold. Okay? Feeling left out in the cold. Then we have the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is home again. All right? Twin flame union. And the 6 of Swords is distance, space. So they feel like they can't come into union with you if there's distant space, if you're shutting them out, and that's true. Okay, but you're doing this for a very specific reason. And I don't think it's because, oh, the spark went out. But, I mean, if it did, I don't, you know, it's not surprising. Again, somebody's not being honest with you, being deceptive or anything like that. How can the spark remain? Okay, we have the 2 of Wands. They could have been having to choose between you or another. All right, we have the 3 of Swords as the underlining. They could have had to choose between you or another. 2 of Wands is a choice, a path. All right, so they didn't choose the divine path. They could have chose the distorted path. I did see something like that here. Okay, look at this. They could have chose this, the divine feminine, but they chose distorted feminine. Okay, something along those lines. We have yin yang here. Okay. Very interesting. So they could have been trying to sneak their way back in. You said, Okay, sneak their way back into the house, but it's an alarm system type situation. Okay, you ain't sneaking back up in here. Okay. But this Emperor may feel like they want to talk to you because they're clear on what they want to do. Okay, boy, have they been stressing. Okay, feeling the pain, feeling the aches. Attempting to manifest you here. Okay, or like I said, work some sort of magic or something like that, child. Some of you just feel like this person is something else, okay? They are something else. That's how you feel. All right. Like you like, yeah, you got this lion with you, but the lion is in me. All right. I got spirit with me, in me, okay? Kind of thing. I don't know what you got with you. I don't know what you over there doing. Right? But you keeping your distance from this person. I just heard safe distance. You keeping a safe distance from this person. Okay? Again, because they had to pick and choose between you and another or something like that. Okay, let's see. I almost forgot about this deck here. Okay, it says look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. All right, and I feel like that's exactly what you do in order to find transformation. You can't look outward. You can't, you know, I feel this way. What's going on with everybody else? Everybody else is not going to help you fix what's going on with you and what's happening inside of you. Okay, if you want true transformation, work on self. All right, it says let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So yeah, again, I feel like if this person was given possessive, controlling, anything like that, then you got the nerve to be deceptive. Oh no, you know, you just come with the devil energy. So you're looking for something a little more like, I get to be myself, I'm free. You get to be yourself, you're free. But ain't nobody lying, because what are you lying for? People only lie when they're afraid. What are you afraid of? Who are you afraid of? Okay, just live your life. You're grown. Do your thing. Okay, give and allow yourself to receive. You know, that kind of thing. Very specific what it is that you want here. Okay. We have forgiveness. It says stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Okay. So for those of you who are struggling to forgive them, forgive them. I don't necessarily feel like that's the case, not with all these top energies, all right? But it could be, okay? I feel like you look at the relationship as a blessing and a lesson, okay? Look at it as both. Like, it taught you everything that you need to know about certain energies, and, you know, that you're grateful for that. It is a blessing indeed. Okay, we have surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Yeah, we have manifestation. See, I feel like you're manifesting your reflection. You're manifesting someone who's going to have a connection and relationship with Source similar to the one that you have with Source. All right, someone who's going to be a great balance to you. Oh, wow. Okay. And it says love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So they're going to support you and challenge you. Okay. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. Yeah. Remember we said you was putting your logic over your emotions, and you was just kind of like, whatever. That's kind of what your person feels here. The person that's in this reading, they feel like you're putting all your logic and common sense over emotion. You're not thinking about them at all. Never mind that. Never mind what y'all have. Never mind what you feel. None of the Two of Cups energy means nothing. And it's not necessarily the case. It's just, again, you know, we saw the Queen of Swords when we're shuffling. The Queen of Cups is the one on the board. Okay, so it's like the Queen of Cups, the one that came out. Overall, I feel like you do forgive the person, but you have let go. You're very detached. You're detached from whatever is going on right now, what could have been going on. You're detached from the possible outcomes. You're just detached, period. Okay, like you don't look at it as something that you want to continue on with. If it's going to continue to be Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, Moon, Devil, stuff like that, it's not it for you. Okay, so, you know, the person can put that energy out there and try to make you feel sad and bad about it all day long. It's unfortunate, you know, when it's like, oh, you care about them, they care about you. This could have been great kind of thing, but it's nothing you can really do about that. You can't cry over spilled milk, right? But it's like Spirit wants you to make a decision from your heart and not think so much about it, you know? Because if you're going to be sad because of the way your heart feels without the person, then maybe think about it some more, right? But if you're A-okay and child, you ain't going to be thinking about it at all. You're like, blue, please, you know, then go ahead about your business. Like, you the one that gets to decide. Okay, it's your life. So I said, if you could do anything, what would it be? Not if blue, not if whoever else, right? If you could do anything, what would it be? And then we have wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So if you're like, well, I would move forward. Remember, Six of Swords. I would keep the distance. Wait. Don't rush into it. Okay, so those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and hair, Grace.